Hey, what's up guys? It's Cólera, Order of the Griffin, Earthen Ring here again. Just wanted to do a quick video on Askmrrobot. It is the only resource I use to optimize my gear, gems, enchants, and reforging. It's very, very simple. The basis of it are very simple. If you dive deep into it, kind of like I have in the years, then yeah, I can make it difficult. Basics of it, simple. You go to askmrrobot.com, just like I have up here. Then you go to optimize your character. When you go to optimize your character, you click on, first thing you'll do is go USA, put your server in, and then you type in your character name. Okay, so my character's name is Cólera. Okay, load, boom. There it is. There's my character. You got slots listed right here, item level right here. If you have any upgrades on gears, it'll say it right there. Whoops, wrong button. Okay, then you have all your gear that you have on right here with, the color being epic, rare, whatever. All your gems, all your enchants, and all of your reforges. This is all of your stats. These stats are buffed in this category right here. These stats are unbuffed. For example, Resto Druids. My haste breakpoint is 12.5. Well, unbuffed, running around Shrine of the Seven Stars, I'm only at 8.07%. Mr. Robot doesn't care about that. What it goes off of is this: your buffed, raid buffed gear. Okay, raid buffed, I'm at 13.47% haste. I'm over my cap. I'm good to go. Okay, how did I get there? My screen looks perfect. There's no green, there's no yellow, nothing. Okay, well, that's because it's clicked on the My Gear tab, where you can view and edit your gear. In order to optimize your gear, you click Optimize. Okay, still no green right here. Anything that I needed to change, whether it be a reforge, an enchant, or a gem, there it would be highlighted in green. I'll show you. I'll find some random character that's messed up, and I'll show you what it looks like. Well, you ask yourself, how does Mr. Robot know what I'm supposed to be doing? How does he know what my stuff is? It's right here. You select it. Now you go on the PvE default build, which is, your intellect, spirit, haste to 12.5, mastery, and crit. Or you go on PvE tier 14 plus, where you go to a spirit cap, haste to 21.43, mastery, then crit. Or are you going PvP default? I'm just staying with the default build right now. I guess I could swap it over to that. Boom. You see my reforges all change. Everything's changed right there. Okay. Now over here it shows me by doing this, I'm going to lose 4% mastery, 500 spirit, 0.76% crit, but I will gain 7.97% haste, which will put me at 21.44% haste, and that'll put me over the 21.43 secondary haste cap. Now that I'm looking at this, I should probably actually go this way. Oh well, I'll do it before raid tonight. See how it works. Anyway, point being, that's, you go up there, you do that. Well, say the PvE tier 14 plus, you don't like it. You've read that the haste cap is not 21.43, it's 22, and it's a hard cap. You got to get there. Edit weights. Boom. You go right here. It's telling me haste to the soft cap. Rating, it's trying to find me a rating of 6652, 21.43%. I can change the soft cap. I can remove it. I can put my own. The spirit soft cap, is it a static spirit? Or is it total effective spirit? Carrick plus average trinket meta, enchant procs, things like that. Meaning that what it's going for is over the length of the fight, my character will average 10,000 spirit. Well, if I click static spirit, that means that the entire time my character will need 10,000 spirit. See what I'm saying? So it's got my weights and everything right here. You can click in these, you can type on them, you can do anything you want. If I want spell power to be more important than intellect for some reason, then I put it at 1.1, enter, boom. Now you see the green bar is gone farther than spell power. Obviously, that's not the case, but there it is. Okay. There's some other things that this will do. Some of them you have to be a member for. I've been a member for so long, I don't remember what it is. Let me tell you, though, I think I paid $10 for a year membership. I mean, it's nothing for a membership, okay? You can click on Best in Bag, and it'll load, and it'll tell you if there is gear in your bag better than what you currently have on. It gives you these two options. No inventory data. There's two fast ways to get your bag, Mr. Okay, there's add-ons and stuff for that. I don't use those. You can click Best in Slot. Boom. It's like, oh, man, that's awesome gear. And you think, well, come on now. Some of this gear is heroic. Am I ever going to play heroic? Uh-oh, there's a button for that too. Options. Gear level. I will never do heroic raids. Take that off of my Best in Slot, please. I run tier 16 flex. I run tier 16 LFR. I run tier 16 normal. Keep all those at whatever level you run. I don't want any PvP gear on. I will select from all BOE and crafted gear. World boss items, you can say 4 Celestials or lower is where that should be, because I don't have my legendary cloak yet, so I can't get to Ordos. 4 Celestials or lower. No min, no max. BIS upgrade level. Just leave it at none. You can upgrade your own stuff, obviously. Scenario items, heroic only. It's not going to be in there. Timeless items, all, because you can get your stuff. You can exclude valor points or zones and things like that. You know, it is what it is. It has all my stuff here. I am a worgen, I am blacksmithing, I am inscription. My food's going to be 275. Always leave it at 275 because that's pretty much what we're guaranteed. And you don't want it to be read and haste off of that and then you not get it. Okay? Well, if you don't have the 5% spell haste buff in your group, you want to disable that. If you are leveling, you don't want to buy expensive enchants, disable that. If you hate run speeds, boom. Legendary quest progress. I currently only have the shot touched gem. Okay. Save. Now it's going to give me a whole new list of best in slot items based off of what I just told it. Nothing on this list is heroic anymore. You know, and it is what it is. And it also gives you your stats over here. It's like, oh, and your best in slot gear, you're going to have 21,000 spirit. I can't wait for those days. Anyway, that's what that is. If you're, I believe this is members only. If you're a member, you can click find upgrades. It brings you to this, and you tell it, oh, which bosses should I use my bonus rolls on? Match upgrade levels, and you know you want to exclude Thunder and Warforged because that's kind of, those are chance, you know. So you say, oh well, we're going into Flex Siege tonight. So it tells me right there, boom, 15% chance on the first boss we're going to, Galacross. And then I see all the upgrades that he has to offer for me. There's a freaking, the main hand, I mean look at that, it adds 4480 to my score. You know, if the waste drops, it only adds 771. Do I want to roll on that? Do I want to waste a bonus roll? No. But if that drops, if we kill him and that I don't get that, you guarantee I'm freaking bonus rolling for that boss. You know, so there's a lot of things here. You can do main spec, you can do secondary spec. You know, when you first log in, this is what it's going to look like. You're going to have a lot of yellow there because it's mad at me right now because I just changed to PvE tier 14 plus like I should. Obviously, no one's perfect, myself included. So you click optimize and it goes green. The coolest thing for me is if you're a member, click the shopping list button. Boom. All I have to buy to get where I need to be on that list is 1 greater haste enchant for my hands and 3 energized wild jades. I tab back into game, buy them. Okay, I block those off. Then I tab back into game, I put the enchant on my hands, good to go. Flip back out, okay. On my head in the yellow socket, I put that. Flip back in game, tab back out, check it. Chest, yellow socket, boom. Tab back in game, do it, tab out, check mark. Check mark. Then you tab into game and you do all this. You know, you check them off, things like that. So it's a really cool feature. I'm going to uncheck all these because I'm actually going to do this. I'll close it just so you can see it. The coolest feature that I like is if you're like an individual item. For example, I'm going in this trinket. What's my best in slot trinket? It will speed up your rankings. Your item list may rank slowly because they're pretty long. There are several filters you can use to improve performance. You can leave it alone, change it manually later, or you can recommend it. It says let Mr. Robot pick some filters for you based on your character. You can always change these later. I'm gonna recommend some filters. Go for it. The absolute best in slot trinket combination that I can have would be the regular mode Thox Acid Grooved Tooth compared with the regular mode Prismatic Prism of Pride. There it is. And you scroll down and you're looking like, man, what's going on here? There's some tough decisions here. It's not always on item level. Look, 522 Lightning Imbued Chalice is lower than the 502 Horden's Last Grasp. Here's a 489 trinket, 17th best in slot. That's awesome. What is Raid Finder item level? 528. It's got to be it. I mean, there's a Thox Acid Groove Tooth Raid Finder version is better than any other trinket in the game except for an upgraded version of itself. So this thing just helps me do what I do in game. Okay, if you go back to one last thing, if you go back to best in slot, you can click right here, show drop location, and it'll tell you where each one of your best in slots drop from. Like mine are all bosses from Siege, it appears. Boom. Every best in slot I can get is a drop from Siege of Orgrimmar. So there you have it. I'm excited about the video. I hope it helps you guys. Thank you very much for your time, and I will see you in game. Peace out.